Hello everyone, I'm Tom Morgan. Microsoft Ignite is coming soon. It's November 4th to 8th. The session catalogue has now gone live. So these are my 5 tips for what to do now between now and Ignite with the session catalogue. The first thing to remember is, so the session catalogue is already out there and there's already over 1,000 sessions there, but it's not complete. More sessions are being added all of the time. So don't worry if you're looking through the catalogue and you can't find enough sessions for the product you really care about or anything like that. Keep checking back because more things are being added. Sessions are coming in all the time. So what's live now is not the complete list. However, when you're looking through it, it's good to kind of see what's coming and start to look at those sessions that you might be interested in. Looking at the different types of sessions can really help you understand the experience you're going to get at Ignite. And there's several different types. The first is a breakout session. So they are exactly what you sort of think of when you think of a session. It's lots of people in a room with the speaker at the front, in a room with the slides or demos. It's a classic kind of conference session. There's also theatre sessions. They tend to be shorter in length. They tend to happen in and around the conference. So they might be on the edges of the expo floor and things like that. And they're slightly kind of looser because they're slightly shorter as well. There's a whole set of workshops that are happening before Ignite. They are called the pre-day workshops. Now, they tend to have an additional cost associated with them. But if you signed up for the pre-day workshops, you can also see those in the session catalogue as well. And then also this year, there's a whole load of unconference sessions, which are kind of really exciting. They've all got very interesting session abstracts, so go and check them all out. There are lots and lots of different things that you might not traditionally think of as something that happens at Ignite. Finally, there are what are called 16 learning paths. These are made up of specific modules to help you achieve competencies in a number of different areas. And you can see all those on the Ignite website, but they link to module sessions that are happening and that you can see in the session catalogue now. So the session catalogue is not the same thing as the session builder. So this is my second tip. So the session catalogue is not the session builder. The session builder is the thing where you use to go and kind of fill up the things you're going to be doing at Ignite. You fill up your calendar and you kind of tell Ignite that those are the sessions you want to go to. That's not out yet. Don't worry that you don't have to go and fill that in now. What is out right now is just the session catalogue, okay? So don't feel like you have to go and rush and fill up the builder right now. You don't, but this is a good chance to be looking through, making some notes about the things that you want to go and see. Okay, so there's different session levels. There are 4 different session levels: 100, 200, 300, and 400. 100 is your foundational, entry level, never done this thing before. 200s are your intermediates, 300s are your advanced, 400 is your hardcore expert level. If you go to the session catalogue and look through, you'll notice there's a number of different session codes. Now, you can actually look at the session codes to get some additional information that can really help when you're looking through a whole load of sessions to figure out what's going on. The first couple of letters, the first couple of characters in that session code, they tell you what type of session it is. So if it's BRK, it's a breakout session. If it's PRE, it's a pre-day workshop. If it's UNC, it's an unconference session, and so on. The modules all have a number of different 3-letter characters before them. So if it's not one of those, I think theatre sessions are probably THE as well. So you can use those kind of characters to figure out what type of session it is. Now, something that is not well known, immediately following those 3 characters, the first number is the level. So if it's a 1, it's a 100 level. If it's a 2, it's a 200. 3, it's a 300. 4, it's a 400. So you can actually quickly look down a whole load of session codes. If you know you want a really expert breakout session, you know you're looking for a session that starts BRK4. Now that can be quicker than going through the filtering. If you're already using the filtering to do text-based searching, for instance, it might be quicker if you're just looking for something to use that method of doing it as well. So little known tip there, that number immediately following the characters is your level. Finally, a little tip from me. Now's a really good time to be looking through the session catalogue before it becomes the session builder. When it becomes the session builder, you're going to also have all the speaker bio information. Right now, there's no speaker bio information, so you can see the sessions, but you can't see who's delivering the sessions. This is a really good time to go and look through the session catalogue because what happens when you get to the session builder is people, and I do this all the time, You search for your favorite speaker, you search for speakers you know of in the industry, the people you want to hear, and you kind of tend to go and see the same sessions again and again. Go look at the session catalogue now before the bios are out and choose some really good sessions based purely on their abstract. You will pick up sessions from speakers you've never heard of that are going to be awesome. There's lots of new speakers into Ignite this year. This is a really good chance of coming and seeing some new speakers and getting some amazing new content. Looking at the session catalogue now before the bios are out will also kind of remove any of that unconscious bias you might have. It's a bit like interviewing, but where you haven't got any of the kind of the personal information about the interviewee, right? You're making choices based on the things that really matter. Okay, that's everything from me. Those are my tips for what to do between now and Ignite. Hope it's been useful. I'm going to do lots more of these coming into Ignite. I'm going to be a community reporter at Microsoft Ignite this year, so that's super exciting. So there'll be loads and loads of stuff from me coming up to Ignite and all the way through Ignite as well. You can follow me on Twitter, you can follow me on YouTube, you can follow me on Instagram or on LinkedIn, or you can just follow my blog. Thanks very much for watching. If you're going to be at Ignite, it's going to be amazing. Please come and say hello. If you're not going to be at Ignite, there's loads and loads of stuff you can still do when you're not actually in attendance at Ignite. Ignite is one of the best conferences for attending remotely, and I'll have loads more about that as well. Also keep on track of what all the other community reporters are doing. There's 10 of us, including some who've never been to Ignite before, so they'll have really good information for you if you're either not going to Ignite or you've never been before. Loads of really good content coming your way. Thanks very much for watching, and yeah, let's have a great Ignite.